Welcome everyone, this is Rear Puncture, and this is my 2014 career mode, part 6, the Monaco Grand Prix. I am definitely not good at all at Monaco. At first, we're going to take a look at some footage that I did of practice. It was raining heavily in the practice session, so there were many incidents to be had. So let's take a look. Alright, hopefully you enjoyed that compilation. So let's go to qualifying 1. We're going to take a look at our setup for the Monaco Grand Prix. We'll load it in there. There's our alignment. We put a new engine in, 1177, balance 2.3. I found that was better than 4951 with medium pressure and 1111. And here we go with our qualifying 1 lap. At the 2.3 balance, I found that worked best, even though it was slower. I felt like the car was I knew where the car was going to be, which is kind of important for Monaco. But we also did medium pressure because of all the downhill braking areas that when I had the high pressure I was locking up when I was doing it on a dry practice when I went to the training ground. And then 1111 wings, because for maximum aero. And we're getting close to the end of the session, and we're 17th. But as you can see, we're still running into walls here. Although we are improving. But we go a little deep and hit the barrier there again. I don't know if that might cost us. Let's see. And it did. Even though we improved slightly, we just missed out on qualifying 2 by just a teeny bit. Although us to pull the leader was only about 2 seconds, so we were pretty close, but it still, we're starting in 17th position on the grid.
Looks like there's a technical issue with the new part. We'll need more time to amend this. You should have the new part in 2 races' time.
We did do an R&D session during practice when it kind of stopped raining at the end of the session. We still have to do it on intermediate tires, but we did pass it, but the part failed, so we're going to have to wait a couple races before we get that one. We're going to start on options, and they want us to come in on lap 32 to get the primes, and only one stop. Well, we'll see if that happens. We'll see if we I have never made it to the end of a 100% race at Monaco before, so I don't know if that'll happen. But let's see how we do. Lewis Hamilton on the poles. Our teammate got it in the 6th, and there's us in 17th.
We're below where we wanted to be on the grid, so try your best to make up a few places in the
And here's the lights, 4 lights, 5 lights. And here we go with the start of the Monaco Grand Prix. Looks like we're getting a terrible start, but we're going to weave kind of in between everybody here. We survived the first corner. We're going to tuck in behind the Toro Rosso, but now we're going to go on the outside, and we're going to squeeze on the corner there, and we're going to go past Vernon and the other Toro Rosso, and we're going to get up into 11th. We're putting it down in the lean because you don't really need rich fuel mixture in that area of the track there. Plus we're a couple laps down on fuel, so we have to do a little saving at the start of the race here. We just touched Ricciardo there a little bit. We do seem to have decent pace as we're keeping up with the cars in front, and the cars behind are falling back a little bit, slightly. And that was the first lap. We'll move ahead here to lap number 4, where we're still on the back of Ricciardo, and we're going to make a big dive, but we got forced to the outside there and didn't get the move done in that time. But we're moving ahead to lap 7. We're going to try it again with the dive. This time we're going to make it. We snuck in between Button and Ricciardo and got in the 10th. We're going to move ahead to lap 17. There's Button. He taps the barrier there, makes a little mistake, and we've got a good run. And we're going to go on the outside. We got up in the 9th. Now we've caught up to Raikkonen on lap 20. We're in this dirty air. Whoops. Crap. And now we destroyed our front wing. We're going to have to come in. Fortunately, we're near the end of the lap, so it's not going to affect us too much. Although, I don't think this set of tires, even if we're going to put the primes on, but I don't know if that's going to last to the end of the race. That's 58 laps. A little longer pit stop because we had to change the front wing because we were stupid and destroyed it. And we're actually going to drop in the 12th because there's a Toro Rosso that passed us, but now there's a car in the pit here that we're going to go by on lap 22 into 23. And then we'll move well ahead. So far we've touched 112 balls and cut 15 corners. And now we've spun it. And now we just destroyed our wing again. We were doing so well, but our tires are also dead. So I was thinking about coming in the next lap or two anyway to change tires. So this is not too big of a loss. Now we're at 114 walls touched, 16 corners. 115. 116, 117. We're doing a lot of touching of walls. 18. We're going to put on the option tire because that should last 24 laps hopefully. Putting a little long pit stop because of our stupidity. And let's see where it looks like we're going to come out in 17th. Now we're lap 60. We're up to 125 walls touched and 18 corners cut. But now we're following Hamilton. He was coming up to a lap a car, which is Grosjean in front of us. And as Grosjean pulls aside for the blue flag, we're going to go by him and get up in the 16th. And we're going to move ahead to lap 62. We've touched 127 walls and cut 18 corners. And there's Gutierrez in 15th that we go by as he was getting lapped by two cars in front of us. And we're moving ahead. We've cut up to Maldonado. We're all over his rear. Now we're going to try to go on the inside. But he's kind of coming fighting back. But we're going to dive it down in here again. Now we're at 130 walls touched, 19 corners cut. Moving ahead to lap 68. 1, 2, 3. And we chipped off part of our wing again. We're up to 134 walls touched, 21 corners cut in lap 73. And crap. We got a penalty.
The stewards have awarded you a drive-through penalty for repeated corner cutting into the next 3 laps.
I guess 22 corner cuts was one too many. Crap. So we're gonna get a drive-through. So I think all our hard work of climbing back up to 14th is gonna be all for naught as we serve the drive-through. Let's see. There's 15, 16, and 17.
Watch out for traffic as you rejoin the track.
And now we're moving ahead to lap 76.
10 seconds, keep pushing.
We're trying to catch up to the cars that passed us, but we're running out of time because Lewis Hamilton has just finished the Monaco Grand Prix in first. But how many walls have we touched and how many corners have we cut? Let's find out when we get to the end. But this is the best showing that I've ever done at the Monaco Grand Prix because I'm actually semi-finishing. We're getting to lap 76, which is, I think, pretty good for me, as I've never done it before. But it's definitely very hard. We've touched 148 walls. We cut 22 corners. We broke 3 wings. And there we are, finishing 17th, where we started. Something a little interesting. Magnussen and then Verne. Verne is 2 laps down, but Magnussen was only 1, but he's behind Verne for some reason. I don't understand. But then there's Lewis Hamilton Sebastian Vettel and Nico Rosberg. It was Ricardo Alonso, Bottas, and then our teammate Hulkenberg in 7th. Massa, Raikkonen, and Button finished the top 10. At least our teammates scored some points. We've dropped down into 8th in the driver standings. And our teammate still down in 10th, but he's kind of catching up to us, so we have to try to do better in the next few races. Well, hopefully you enjoyed that. That was the Monaco Grand Prix, part 6 of my 2014 F1 career mode. Please give us a like and subscribe if you enjoyed. And have a good day. Goodbye.